Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Kim, and I'm the fitness coordinator for Seneca at York. And welcome back to kind of like almost, it's a different topic, but almost similar to the nature therapy topic that I did this morning. So this afternoon, we are going to make DIY bird feeders, just something that's easy to make for your backyard. You can actually, if you go hiking on a trail, you can hang them up in the trail and feed the songbirds. Hi! You can place them on a balcony as well. So they're multifunctional. They're actually really easy to make using natural ingredients, with the exception of one. It's just because I ran out of jute cord and didn't make it to the store to pick any up. But natural materials that the birds are going to love, the squirrels are going to love, and probably some raccoons too, if you're lucky enough to have any of those in your neighborhood. So why it's important to build your own bird feeder, not only because you get a chance to connect with the little creatures floating around in the air around us, but it's also because songbirds have kind of disappeared. We lose over about 5 million a year just due to crashes with houses, cars, buildings, also because there isn't a lot of food. Your household cat, if they're allowed to wander outside, usually takes out quite a few as well. And songbirds are very, very important to the world around us because they can act as pollinators, they reduce insect populations, and they just bring us joy and happiness too when they start singing at 5 o'clock in the morning. So here we go. We are going to make a couple of bird feeders today. I'm going to show you two, and then we're going to hope maybe it'll draw some birds in, but I doubt it, because the birds in my neighborhood right now are a little bit afraid because we do have a cat running around. Not my cat, someone else's cat. Okay, so the first one we're going to make is just using an orange and just using some bird seeds. So there are different kinds of bird seeds that you can get from the stores. There's songbird, there's specifically ones that just eat seeds like the jays and the cardinals. There is a special formulation that has no kind of seeds or nuts in it, which apparently does not attract squirrels. I don't think so. Squirrels like to eat anything, and definitely raccoons will eat everything. So this is just a nice little songbird mix that I have here for the colorful birds. So like the finches and the jays will go after that one as well. So we're going to take an orange, and what you're going to do is you're going to use a knife, and you're going to have that orange. Okay, so it's in two pieces. The next step is you want to take out the good part, and the good part you're going to use, so you get to eat it. So you're going to just scoop it out without getting orange juice in your eye like I did earlier. Okay, scoop that out the best you can, watching your fingers. You can use a spoon as well, and you just pull that out and drop that in the bowl. And then what happens is you've got the rind that's left, basically the peel or the skin, and you just want to scoop out any extra pulp that's in there. And then what I did was I put mine back in the fridge empty just to dry it out a little bit so it's not as juicy and sticky. You can leave it on the counter as well. You kind of want all that natural moisture inside the orange to disappear before you put the seeds in. The next one you're going to do, next step, is you're going to take some bamboo skewers. You can find these in the barbecue section, or also you can find them at Dollarama. And you're going to take the pointy end, and very carefully, without skewering your poor little hand on the other side, you're going to feed that through the rind, just like that. And what that's going to do is going to build a perch for the birds to sit on. And the very pointy end, you want to make sure you either put something over the top of it, or you want to cut it off, break it off, just so you're not going to stab any of those poor birds as they're trying to eat. Because sometimes they don't fly very well. All right, and you're going to take another one, and you're just going to bring it over. So now you've got an X coming out of your orange. All right. Next step would be, is you're going to take some string. I would recommend using jute string because it is a little bit more natural. And if it does fall on the ground or an animal does take it away from you, away from the birds and take it into the forest, that jute string can be used for nesting as well. This is just paracord. It's not the best thing to use. The birds will love it because it is colorful. But what you're going to do is, and I'll show you the finished product, it's hanging up in the tree there, is you're going to make strings hanging from it so you can hang it from a tree. If you don't have a tree, you can easily just place that on your balcony or on sort of like this stone thing here, fill it full of seeds, and the birds are just going to be happy going after that as well. So next step is we're going to take that bird seed, we're going to dump it in the orange. Get it all over the ground. I'm glad I'm outside doing this today. It's actually a beautiful day, so if you haven't been outside yet today, get outside. It's a beautiful spring day. And there you go, there's your bird feeder. And I'm just gonna flip the camera around, and you probably see mine's hanging over there in the tree. There have been a couple of birds that come by to it. I think you guys can see that. It's a little bit far, but there have been a few birds come over and take some seeds away from me, which has been great. I have a couple of finches in the area. I have cardinals that nest here every year and some blue jays as well, and then a family of squirrels. It's great. All right, so that's your first bird feeder. Your second one is another easy one. I don't recommend doing this one if you have a nut allergy. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take some peanut butter. We're gonna take some pine cones. The pine cones are all over the ground right now. If they are closed because it has been raining, all you have to do is just let them dry out, or you can stick them in the oven for a little bit and they will pop up and they will open up fully for you. You're gonna take some peanut butter and you're just going to coat that pine cone. And birds love peanut butter, squirrels love peanut butter, raccoons and skunks love peanut butter. We love peanut butter. All right, and this is a nice, good spring treat. In the wintertime, you can use fat, and that's going to make the seeds stick to it. And this is very relaxing. I'm enjoying the outside. I don't want to go back in, but I know I have to. All right, so there is your pine cone. And you're just going to take that bird seed, and you're going to roll it around. And there you go. And now you would take that jute string again and you would tie it around the top of the pine cone, and then you could hang it once again from a tree branch. You can hang it from something on your porch, or you can just leave it out on top of a fence as well, or your balcony of your apartment, and the birds will come after it. If you're out hiking, you can put this up in the trees on a trail, which I might do later, and just hang it there, and now the birds have easy access to some food. So there you go. There are 2 DIY bird feeders for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you do get a chance to get outside, enjoy the lovely spring weather, have a chance to look up in the trees and look at those birds that have come back in now. There's robins on the ground, jays, grosbeaks, finches, all kinds of different ones. If you aren't sure what you're looking at, the best thing to do, go online to a birding site. You can print off the pictures, you can have them on your phone, or you can always get a book from the library as well, and you actually do some birding, which will help lower blood pressure, reduce anxiety and stress, and just get you connected with nature. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope everyone has a lovely rest of the day. Take care and be safe.